Today on Trisha, Taylor suspects her husband Justin is having a torrid affair with her friend Stefanie.
Girl is the total hoe.
I don't want him. I don't need him.
Okay, we will see how that goes today.
Justin claims he gave Stefanie a ride to work.
He picked me up one time.
It took 3 hours for him to get back home.
3 hours for him. So you need to check another, not me.
And it gets worse.
I found dirty notes in his pocket. I open it and it says the things I would do to you.
Taylor thinks I'm cheating all the time, and I might as well be. She's pushing me to do it.
2 lie detector tests could determine who's been taken for a ride.
Stefanie, did you have sexual intercourse with Justin the day he gave you
The
a
main
car
question.
ride? Did you use the condom that Taylor found to have sex with someone in your bedroom?
The polygraph determined that Justin...
Jermaine thinks he's only here for a DNA test.
In your mind, you think she's cheated what?
I don't have enough finger or toes to count.
Because of my cheating, he now doubts the paternity of our 1-year-old son.
But that is only the beginning.
You cheated again?
Yes, and ended up getting pregnant.
I told her to make it right.
In other words, to get rid of the baby.
The shocking admission.
He think I have gotten an abortion, but I didn't.
Are you pregnant now?
Yes.
I swear to God,
No.
The truth will be revealed.
Jermaine?
Today on Trisha.
This is Taylor. Taylor sits here terrified that she's about to uncover the truth about her husband of 3 years, Justin. Not only does Taylor suspect that Justin is sleeping with other women, Taylor suspects Justin of having a scandalous affair with her dear friend, Stefanie. Now, Justin admits he gave Stefanie a ride to work, and Stefanie admits she called Justin her boo in a text message, but Stefanie also admits she doesn't even like men. Listen to Taylor's story.
My husband Justin and I have been together for 3 years. I just don't trust him, and it's tearing our family apart. Our son was born premature and barely weighed 2 pounds. He was so tiny and so fragile, he was in the hospital for 3 months. I was by the baby's bedside every second of every day, and Justin was even terrified to hold him. He stayed away from the hospital and claimed he was working, but I even think he was cheating on me then. I found conversations on Facebook, dirty notes in his pocket, and a condom on my floor that I know we didn't use. Worst of all, I think he's sleeping with my friend Stefanie. Girl is the total hoe. They're too close for comfort. If I find out Justin's cheating on me, family or not, we're done. It's over.
Well, let me tell you, both Justin and Stefanie have taken lie detector tests to prove they're not having a sexual fling behind Taylor's back. You really think he's cheating with your friend?
Honestly, I feel like I know he is.
Okay, let me take you right back to the beginning. Now, we saw those pictures there of your little baby boy.
Yes.
He was born prematurely.
Yes.
That must have been tough back then.
It was. That was my little baby.
Wow. Now, is your little boy okay now?
Yeah, he's great now. He's a year and 6 months. Big boy.
Oh, he's gorgeous. Okay.
Just started walking last week.
Take me back about you and Stefanie. How'd you meet her?
I actually started talking to her on Facebook a long time ago.
So when you did hang out with her, how was she around Justin?
We would have a drink or whatever, and she would just act like she was so hot and had to change her clothes, and she would put on shorts and tank tops and little stuff like that.
Was she flirtatious with him?
I always felt like she was, because she dances around a lot.
Tell me about this ride he gave her.
Which ride?
So what has he told you?
Yeah, she claims one ride, but...
But did he tell you about that?
He did, but he told me that it was my cousin that he was taking to work, or that he was bringing home from work.
He lied about it?
Yeah, he said that he was taking my cousin home, so I let it go until he got home. Whenever he got home, I questioned him about it, like, not really questioned him, but just asked who he was talking about, because I couldn't think of who he would be talking about.
Yeah.
Right. He said Stefanie. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but does this look anything like me? Do we look like we could be related at all?
And
No.
you've got some physical evidence that you think proves he's cheating on
He
you.
claims it doesn't prove anything, but I feel like it proves everything. I walked into my house at 4 o'clock in the morning after working the night shift at my job and found a condom on my bedroom floor. Stretched out, like it looked
Do
like...
you use condoms, you
Never.
His excuse for that?
His excuse for that was that he was with the guys, and what was his exact words? They were in my room. Yes, the guys. He was with the guys, and they were watching the football game. In my room. Keep in mind, I have a big screen TV in my living room.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense for them to be in my room.
So how does a condom get
One of them
introduced?
pulled it out of their pocket and said they don't use condoms anymore. And he said something along the lines of, me neither, they were destroying it, just playing with it.
Okay.
What does a 23-year-old grown-ass man look like playing with a condom?
No, we know women about. Now,
It's ridiculous.
ever found messages in his pockets or anything like that?
This man came home from work after I had my son. I get in his pocket to get his work slips out because I'm the one that keeps track of all the everything financial.
Yeah, yeah.
So I open it and it says, the things I would do to you.
What do you mean the thing?
That's exactly what I said. What do you mean the things
So what
who would do
what's
to
he
you?
say?
He said that was the at his job, and that he had already explained to her after she said this. He said that he explained to her that he's married and he's happy, and that she says to personally apologize to his wife for him. I mean, for her.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to him and Stefanie. He has what do you call Stefanie?
I refer to her as a hoe. I don't like the girl anymore.
But she calls Justin her boo?
She was my friend. She calls Justin, and once she started calling Justin her boo and all these questions coming up, I can't see her as anything but a hoe.
So you really think she is having sex with your husband?
She's America's term of a thought. That hoe over there.
Well, Stefanie's been listening backstage, so I think it's time we hear her side of things. Stefanie, come on out.
Bitch, a thought?
Wow. A thought.
What have you been doing
What have
before
I been
you
doing?
met him?
Tell me, what have I been
Honey,
doing?
I brought you into my home, into my house. I let you live with me when you had nowhere to go.
And I respected you for that until I
Okay.
introduced you to my husband and you started acting the way you did.
I'll sit over here. She's the term of
And
the
that's the
thought,
most
Trisha.
respect
Hi.
I've ever seen from this
What do you
girl, her
mean?
respecting me enough to sit over there.
Yeah, I will.
So
I don't want him. I don't need him.
Okay, and
I don't even think he's right for you, so what am I going to do?
Okay, and we will see how that goes today.
Okay,
because
when these
you
test results
because
come
you
back,
were supposed to
when
be
these
my
test-
friend, and if these test
Exactly,
results
your
come back that
friend.
you are my friend,
never
then we'll
heard
see
me
what it
call
goes from
him
there.
boo, so why would you tell
I never
him?
heard it. It
You
was in a
never
text
had-
message.
I don't even have his number, Taylor.
So just back up here. Let me go through some of the things that you've said have happened. I want to hear your side of
Okay.
things. Can she come a little closer? I'm kind of straining my eyes
Just a
all the
little
way
bit.
over there. All right. So, has he given you a lift to work?
One time,
What-
he
tell
gave
me
me a
what
ride
happened.
to work.
What happened?
I called her first, and she couldn't give me a ride to work.
Right.
I'm sitting on my front porch,
You
and I'm
called
looking.
me.
I called you,
You
Taylor.
talked to me?
I talked to you,
What
Taylor.
did you say to me?
Taylor,
Because I
don't
don't
come
remember
on
this
this show.
No.
Don't come on this show
Listen.
and lie.
Listen,
Okay,
listen,
we're here
listen
for
to
the
yourself.
truth.
So let's
Taylor,
hear her
we're
story.
here for
We're
the
gonna find
truth.
out the truth
I'm your
when Tim tells
friend.
us
I
the
was
truth.
your friend.
All
You're
right.
insecure with yourself, so you feel like everybody's out to get Taylor when nobody's out to get Taylor. You have insecurities within yourself that you need to fix on your own.
So let's hear her side. I want to hear her side. You were on your porch.
I'm sitting on my front porch.
yeah.
Look, I had like 15 minutes to be to work. I'm just searching for a ride, going through my phone. I see Justin coming. So I kind of flagged him down. Hey, Justin, you know what I'm saying? Can I get a ride to work? I practically begged him for a ride to work.
Right.
He was like, okay. He had his music up. He's looking out this window. I'm looking out this window. 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, I'm at work clocking in dollars. I don't need her man.
And then that's it. You didn't
That's
see
it.
It's the only time he gave you a ride.
The only time he gave me a ride.
But it took 3 hours for him to get back home.
3 hours for him. So you need to check another bitch, not me.
Well, we'll find out which bitch I need to check after
Yeah,
this lie
'cause you're
detector
not
comes
this
back.
one.
Okay,
Not this
all
one.
right.
So
All
does
right.
that mean you think that Justin is cheating?
I heard from a mutual friend of ours that he's still seeing his ex.
She knows he's cheating because she's the one sleeping with his ass.
I'm not. I don't need him.
What
I'm
about
not-
this going around where, changing clothes and acting flirtatious?
This is
in
me.
front of him?
What you see right now, this is me. This is gonna always be me since day one, and she's known that 5 years, Trisha.
Are you into
5
men
years.
or women?
I'm into women. frequently talk to men, but I'm into women.
So you're saying you've never had anything going on between you
And Justin? Never.
Now, Justin's been the silent party in all of this. We haven't heard from him, and that's about to change. We'll meet him and we'll get the results of both his and Stefanie's lie detector test when we come back.
Next.
How many rides?
He picked me up one time.
She's saying once, you're saying 3, 4 times.
He got so many other females that he's sleeping with that he don't know which one he picked up.
Your stories are so different.
Different.
Later, Jermaine thinks he's only here for a DNA test.
In your mind, you think she's cheated what?
I don't have enough finger or toes to count.
Because of my cheating, he now doubts the paternity of our 1-year-old son.
But that is only the beginning.
Are you pregnant now?
Yes.
I swear to God, boy.
Secrets revealed.
I swear to God, boy.
Today on Trisha.
We've been talking with Taylor, who's convinced her husband of 3 years, Justin, has been cheating with, what, one woman or lots of women?
Lord only knows.
Lord only knows. But one of those women you suspect is your friend Stefanie, former friend. It doesn't sound like you're too close at the moment. Now, Taylor claims that Justin comes home from his restaurant job smelling like perfume instead of ribs.
Apples.
Apples, right?
We work at a barbecue grill.
Yeah, and she even found a used condom on their bedroom floor. She also suspects Justin took Stefanie on a 3-hour joyride. Now, Stefanie is saying that didn't happen. We have given both Justin and Stefanie a lie detector test, and we're about to meet Justin. But first I want you to listen to this, and then I got something to tell you. Okay, so listen to this first.
I'm sick and tired of my wife Taylor accusing me of cheating. She checks my pay stubs, she tracks my hour, and she goes off the handle saying I smell like women's perfume, and I'm here to support her and my son. So what that I gave her friend Stefanie a couple rides here and there, you know? They weren't the type of rides that Taylor's thinking about anyway. I mean, nothing even happened. We were just driving in the car. I don't have many guy friends, and Stefanie's been a real cool person to me since I moved into town, you know? And that doesn't mean that we're having sex. Family means everything to me. It's even inked on my arm. And without trust, we have absolutely nothing. Taylor thinks I'm cheating all the time, and I might as well be. She's pushing me to do it. It's driving me crazy. Enough is enough, Taylor. You need to back off.
Okay, now before Justin comes out, just a couple of things. He said a couple of rides.
I paid attention to that too. That's not true.
Okay, so let me just tell you something. Let me let you in on something I asked our producers to do. I deliberately asked for Justin not to hear any of this conversation. I didn't want any matching up of stories. So I'm going to be asking some very pointed questions of Justin, and I don't want you to jump in and argue with him. I want to hear what he's got to say. So, are we ready to meet Justin? Justin, come on out. Hi, Justin. Can you switch chairs so I can just talk with Justin? Hi, have a seat, Justin. This must be driving you crazy, all the accusations, is it? What's it like at home at the moment?
It's like this huge headache all the time when it's accusations about different females.
So let's go through a few things. Stefanie. All right, so you admit you gave her, how many rides was it to work?
I could say about three or four.
3 or 4. Yeah. Can you tell me about one of those instances, or, you know, what happened? Because I just want to match it up with what I've heard.
I mean, she'll call looking for Taylor, and Taylor won't be around. She'll be out doing something else, and I'll be the only one there, and I'll try to do the best I can and be the best friend.
So where are you taking Stefanie on these rides then?
Possibly to work, or to cash a check, or to get some food. You know, it depends on the day.
And this is with your car that you have? You all have?
No, it's
My
different
car.
family members.
So have you flirted with Stefanie ever or anything like that? Because I'm just going from what Taylor said. Obviously, I've got to ask you these questions. Now, there was an instance Stefanie was telling me about some condom on the floor.
I just recently found out that she doesn't actually have a boyfriend.
Who's she?
Shay.
Oh, Stefanie. Yeah.
But, you know, she said that her man would come through and he'd be complaining about wearing condoms and he wouldn't like a certain size.
Right.
He's lying. I don't know what.
I put the condom over my foot.
So hang on. So this condom. So Stefanie's at your house, just the two of you.
Put the condom over my foot.
Stefanie.
I need you to let me
Hang
explain
on.
this.
So Stefanie and you.
I need you to lie better.
No, she comes over. She's been over to your place when Taylor wasn't there. Then.
Yeah.
What? Once, twice, or?
Like 3 times.
About 3 times. And what do you all do? Hang out, watch movies?
No, she'll come over looking for Taylor. Taylor's not there. I tell her to wait a little minute for her
Yeah.
to get back, and she won't come. Then she'll just leave.
Do you think she's coming over to see you?
Because Taylor will be gone for a minute, and if she's gone for a minute, I don't want her to walk in and be like, "Well, I've been gone for 3 hours, and y'all just been sitting there the whole time."
So you make sure she leaves.
Yeah.
This note in your pocket.
But how does that
Oh,
look?
tell me about this.
This story.
Wow.
It's not adding up to me, y'all.
So what did it say again? That this coworker.
She said something about
Was it again?
something if I
Things I could do to you or something
if
like
I get
that?
my hands on it,
Yeah.
Things I would do
How'd
if I
that
get
come
my hands
about?
on it. Well, she just wrote it to me for real. She was talking about how she was married and how I was married and how she goes.
She handed that to
cheats
you?
on her man. all
I'm
the
married,
time.
you're
Yeah.
married. Let me write you a
So-
note
so
saying
she-
what I want to do to you.
Well, that's who you should have brought on the show.
Hang on. Let's
That's who you should have brought on the show.
I want to hear
Let's
your
get
story.
back to me. Let's get back to me. Let's get to these results.
So hang on just a minute. So she gives you this note, and how'd you react to that?
I mean, I kind of laughed in her face. For
Yeah. But what did you say to her? That's when you decided
I mean,
to...
I laughed at it. I
Didn't
thought
you
that
say
was
that's
enough
when you decided to
explanation
end
right
it?
there. And what?
That's what I asked. But you said to our producers that's when you decided to end it.
To end what?
He didn't end anything. I left him over that note.
She left you? So you've never cheated? You're
No, I
saying you
haven't.
never ever
Never cheated.
cheated. You've never...
Right hand to God, I've never cheated the whole time we've been married.
So Lord, strike him down when these
But
when
is
these
it
results come
have
back.
you ever split up though? Maybe you've had a relationship if the two of you split up and you don't think you're together, then
I mean,
that's not
if
cheating.
we're not together, then I won't necessarily say that's cheating.
It's not cheating
You
if
know,
the
she
two
doing
of you
her
split.
own thing. Why can't I be able to do my own
And
thing?
how many times have you split up?
About 3.
So might you have done your own thing 3 times? And just yeah. You could. It'd be okay if you did
He's
your own
lying
thing 3
because
times.
he
it's
said
not
3 times
okay.
for everything.
I know
He
it's
picked
not.
me up 3 times. Come on, he's lying.
So I wanted for us to have this talk because
Your stories are so different.
Different. And I'm
So
the only one
different.
telling the truth on the show.
What
though.
was your story? How many
He
rides?
picked me up 1 time and I flagged him down.
So she's saying once, you're saying 3, 4 times.
He got so many
she
other
be
females
calling-
that he's sleeping
Man,
with
come
that
on,
he don't
man.
know which one he picked up because it ain't damn
We
sure ain't
gonna see
me.
when
It
these
damn
results
sure ain't
come out,
me.
yo.
That's what I've been
We
saying.
gonna
this
see
whole
when
I
these
time.
only came
results
over there
Where are
for
the
Taylor 1
results?
time.
Here's
We
the
had
other thing.
2 sentences and
Here's
it
the
was
other
over.
thing. The condom story. Now you told Taylor that your
It was the guy.
the guys were over there, and one of the guys were playing with a condom.
Get
and
your
you,
stories together,
you just told me
Justin.
she was
I
there.
didn't tell her that.
Why is she saying that didn't? Are you saying
I
that
don't
didn't
even
happen?
mess with men on a regular.
Did you know that, or at the time when you made up that story? Did you know that?
Don't laugh, Justin, because this is some serious.
So serious.
This is some serious. And I'm not. I refuse.
I did.
I refuse.
All right, we gave Justin and Stefanie a lie detector test to get to the bottom of things.
Thank
so joining
you.
us is our private investigator and polygraph examiner, Tim.
That's him.
Next. 2 lie detector tests could determine who's being taken for a ride.
Stefanie, did you have sexual intercourse with Justin the day he gave you
The
a
main
car
question.
ride?
The polygraph determined that Stefanie
Later, Jermaine thinks he's only here for a DNA test, but that is only the beginning.
Are you pregnant now?
Yes.
I swear to God, boy.
Secrets revealed.
I swear to God, boy.
Today on Trisha.
My husband Justin and I have been together for 3 years. I just don't trust him, and it's tearing our family apart. I found conversations on Facebook, dirty notes in his pocket, and a condom on my floor that I know we didn't use. Worst of all, I think he's sleeping with my friend Stefanie. Girl is the total hoe.
I don't want him. I don't need him.
Okay,
I don't even think he's right for you, so what am I gonna do?
Okay, and we will see how that goes today.
Okay.
I'm sick and tired of my wife Taylor accusing me of cheating. So what that I gave her friend Stefanie a couple rides here and there, you know? They weren't the type of rides that Taylor's thinking about anyway. Taylor thinks I'm cheating all the time, and I might as well be. She's pushing me to do it. It's driving me crazy.
We gave both Justin and Stefanie a lie detector test to get to the bottom of things. So joining us is our private investigator and polygraph examiner, Tim. We asked Stefanie, do you want the truth to come out in this test? Stefanie said yes. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Stefanie was being truthful.
We asked Stefanie, did you have sexual intercourse with Justin the day he gave you a car ride? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Stefanie was being truthful. We asked Stefanie, have you had sexual intercourse with Justin? You said no. Tim? The polygraph determined that Stefanie was being truthful.
We asked Stefanie,
Y'all know how to pick.
are you trying to... No, just...
I'm gonna leave her face down.
Okay, hang on, let's keep it.
She's passing. Still gonna fail.
All right, let's keep going.
You still are cheating.
We asked Stefanie, are you trying to sabotage Taylor's relationship with Justin? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Stefanie was being truthful.
I'm your friend. I am your friend, Taylor.
I'm sorry.
I don't want him. Don't need him.
I still need Justin's results.
Tim, Justin's lie detector results. We asked Justin, do you want the truth to come out today? Justin said yes. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Justin was being truthful.
We asked Justin, while your baby was in the hospital, did you have sexual contact with any other women? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Justin was being truthful.
We asked Justin, the day Taylor said you smelled like apples, did you have sexual intercourse with another woman? You said no.
What do apples smell like?
Tim?
The polygraph determined that Justin was being truthful.
We asked Justin, while in a relationship with Taylor, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than her? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Justin was not being truthful.
All right, let's keep going. Justin, we asked you.
I'm your friend. I'm your friend. Before anybody. Don't let nobody bring you down. When you needed me, I was there for you.
We asked Justin, did you have sexual contact with a co-worker who wrote the note Taylor found? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Justin was not being truthful.
Listen, keep going, and I'm not surprised at that, because I told you, you said to our producers, and they take down every word that is said, you said, that's when I ended it. And even you said, I said, ended what? Ended what? So we asked you, did you use the condom that Taylor found to have sex with someone in your bedroom? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Justin was not being truthful.
Let me explain something, and you need to listen to this. If you have ever watched my show before, you will know that usually somebody comes out there and there's arguing. You'll notice that didn't happen today. That is because I took the unusual step of having you not listen to what we were talking about. Your story was so wildly different. And while you're chatting, the producers are very good in taking down and noticing things, and I noticed those things too. What you said didn't add up. You frequently tell the same story with different endings and different bits of it because it's hard to keep on your lies. So I am not shocked at what I heard. And I do believe that you wanted the truth to come out. I think this has been a burden. There's two ways you can play this. You can say, scream and shout and stick to the story, or you can come clean and start trying to work on things.
I plead the fifth.
You have to decide based on how he is at the moment. He's not prepared to, he wants to plead the fifth rather than work on your relationship.
About it. He's still just...
No
Pick your face up. Matter of fact, pick your face up. Because that shirt's right.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Next. Jermaine thinks he's only here for a DNA test.
In your mind, you think she's cheated what?
I don't have enough finger or toes to count.
Because of my cheating, he now doubts the paternity of our 1-year-old son.
But that is only the beginning.
Are you pregnant now?
Yes.
I swear to God, boy. You are the father. Get off my stage.
Secrets revealed.
I swear to God, boy.
Today on Trisha.
This is Ashley. Backstage is Ashley's husband, Jermaine. Now, Ashley is sitting here on pins and needles, hoping her husband doesn't end their marriage today. You see, Ashley recently confessed that she not only cheated on Jermaine, but she got pregnant as a result of that fling. Now, she says Jermaine forgave her after she agreed to end the pregnancy. But now he's demanding a DNA test for their 1-year-old son, Caden. And he's a cutie. Now, what Jermaine doesn't know is that Ashley is ready to reveal a series of dark secrets she's been keeping from him. Watch this.
I love my husband Jermaine more than anything in this world. But I feel like I've ruined my marriage because I've been living a secret double life. I've cheated on my husband twice, and the second time was just a couple of months ago. And I ended up getting pregnant by another man. When I first told him that I was pregnant, he told me to fix it. Because of my cheating, he now doubts the paternity of our 1-year-old son, Caden. Now he won't interact with him the way he used to or the way he would, and I can't help but to know that that was my fault. And it's very hard for me to come in here. But I do have more secrets, and I'm coming here today to let it all out because I want my marriage to work. I just want to say, Jermaine, I love you very much, and I want all this to end.
Now, Ashley's husband, Jermaine, is backstage. He cannot see or hear us, and we're going to bring him out in a moment. But first, Ashley, what are the tears for? Guilt, upset, remorse, what?
Guilt.
Guilt.
That I've caused this to my family.
But you cheated on him not long after you got married. How long after your wedding did you cheat?
About a couple of months.
Why?
We were struggling and everything. So
Financially?
Financially. So
Yeah.
we had to get by, and I made that judgment call.
You mean you did something for money?
Yes.
Was that the first time, if I can use the word prostitute, because it is that the first time you prostituted yourself?
No, it's not the first time.
Have you had that in your past?
Yes, I have.
Did he know that?
In the beginning, yes.
So how was he when you finally admitted what you'd done?
He was upset and hurt, but he forgave me.
Now, in that tape piece, you said just recently that you cheated again.
Yes, and ended up getting pregnant.
And how did he find out about that?
I told him.
And what did he say?
He just told me to fix it. I needed to fix it.
In other words, to get rid of the baby. So what is the secret that you're keeping from your husband?
My secret is that he think I have gotten an abortion, but I didn't. I'm still pregnant.
Why didn't you go through with that?
It was too late.
Too late?
Yeah, they stop at 11 weeks and I am 12 weeks pregnant.
I want you to watch this.
I love my wife Ashley to death, I try so hard to stand by her side and support her, but she makes it so difficult. I can't trust my wife, and it hurts like hell. When she came to me a couple of months ago and told me that she cheated and was pregnant by another man, I stood by her side, but I cannot raise another man's baby. I want a family of my own. That's why this situation makes me so sick, because I look in the face of the son that's supposed to be biologically mine, but I really don't know if he is. I need to know the entire truth about my wife. I come here today to hear all the secrets, for better or worse.
Now, during the break, Jermaine's sister Tamika has joined us in the audience, and now it's time to please welcome Jermaine. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Now, how are you doing? How's your marriage doing at the moment?
It's there. It's there right now.
Yeah.
It's there, but it ain't perfect.
So, are you together or not together at the moment?
We married.
But are you living together?
I wouldn't call it living because I'm not there all the time. I'm always either put out or somewhere else.
Were you put out? Who puts you out? What, you're fighting or arguing about something?
Simple little arguments. Simple little arguments, and I always get in trouble behind it.
When you say get in trouble, you mean what?
911 get called.
Are you violent to her? Let me ask you that.
Verbally? Yes, verbally,
Physically violent?
No.
What do you want to say? Is that true or not true?
It's not true. He is physically violent.
I have shook her up.
You have hit her. And the arguing is about what? The cheating?
Yeah, of course.
What has she told you about cheating so far? Just after you got married?
Yeah, yup. After we got married, she told me she cheated.
But she came out and just told you?
No, I actually caught an STD behind it.
Oh.
So she had no choice but to say something.
So, why did you forgive her for that?
I love her to death. I mean, we done been through thick and thin. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm talking about from bouncing around from house to house, trying to borrow or ride a car until having our own house and having our own. I mean, from the
so
bottom
how do you get the money to live? For you working, or where are you getting the money?
Now I'm not working.
No.
I mean, I was. You know.
But things have been financially tight and bouncing around and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, it has been.
But
tight.
you made it somehow. You made it through.
From God.
Or somewhere. Now, I said your sister was in the audience. What advice have you given your brother about his marriage, Tamika?
I told my brother from day one, if you cheat one time, you'll do it again.
So the first time you forgave her, now there was a second situation of cheating, and think New Year's or something. How did you find out about that one?
It was a little altercation between her and my family, my sister and my brother, you know what I'm saying? She just came out and just told me.
That she was pregnant?
Yeah.
How did you react to that?
I was devastated.
Did you say, what, it's me or the baby, or you look after the baby?
I told her to make it right.
And you brought him here to be honest with him, so maybe this is the time to be honest.
I have cheated more than twice.
But you said you knew that. You said you knew that.
Yeah, I had speculation. But to hear that out her mouth, man, it make me feel kind of different. I really feel, matter of fact, I need to just stand back from her. You know what I'm saying? I need to stand back from her. I need to stand back from her, for real.
All right.
This is gonna be another 6 months for me.
Well,
it's gonna be another 6 months.
Now, Jermaine.
Straight up.
Next, the truth will be revealed.
Are you pregnant now?
Yes.
I swear to God,
No.
Revealed.
I swear to God,
today on Trisha.
I love my husband Jermaine more than anything in this world. I've cheated on my husband twice, and I ended up getting pregnant by another man.
I can't trust my wife. When she came to me a couple of months ago and told me that she cheated and was pregnant by another man, I stood by her side. But I cannot raise another man's baby.
In your mind, you think she's cheated what?
I don't have enough finger or toes to count.
Maybe this is the time to be honest.
I have cheated more than twice.
I need to just stand back from her.
So let me get this right. Let me get this right. You married a woman who was a prostitute and you expect her to become an angel like that.
A lot of women don't want to sell their body. A lot of women don't want a prostitute, but they feel they're in a situation where they have to. At the time we met, I ain't have no job. You know what I'm saying? But she told me she had a voucher. I said, look, we go look for a place and I'm going to get a job. And I got a job.
You did
and
that?
we got an apartment. I thought she didn't want to do that. I thought she didn't want to do that, and I will extend my hand and help her. Because I love her, and I appreciate her for being a woman.
Now, you said before when she told you about this cheating thing, whatever,
Which
New Year's
one?
Eve. Well, the New Year's Eve one, where she said she got pregnant, and you said to do the right thing.
That's why it wasn't made right before then. Never said anything about no abortion, though, did it?
Oh, so you said you'd
look,
be there.
and she ain't say she was going to get an abortion. She went and got that abortion and told me she had that abortion.
Did you
she
have?
She said I had that abortion.
Did you have the
abortion?
Hang on. Did you have the abortion?
No.
Are you pregnant now?
Yes.
I swear to God, boy. I swear to God, boy.
No. Don't that.
Let me get my bro.
I get it now. Have a seat, sweetheart. I get it now. Am I right in thinking, Ashley, that you're here and people say, why come here to do this because it's safe to do it here? I get it. So, Jermaine, do you want to find out if that little boy is yours or not? Because if you do want to find out, you need to come out here and you need to be able to control yourself like a real man.
I'm not sitting down, please.
I want to find out about that little boy.
I don't want to sit down,
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to sit down, Trisha.
You want to open this? Shall I open this?
Go ahead.
I think okay.
I can't read right now. I can't see.
Okay, I hear you.
Take deep breaths.
Jermaine,
Take deep
that little boy, come over here, because I want to see this picture of this little boy. You need to be a father and stay out of jail and step up because he's your boy. He is your boy, man. He's your boy. He's a cute kid. He is your boy. He is your boy. He doesn't need...
Where you?
But, huh?
Can
You
I
want
get
to... Yeah, just
Where
give me
you
a minute. Get a minute, because I need you for you. I'm serious, because he is a cute kid. I don't want another black kid with their daddy behind bars for beating on women or anyone else. Oh, there's too many kids going the wrong way. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna be there for him.
You're going to be there with...
For him.
Just him. You're finished with her?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But it don't need to be over. I came here so that we can fix this, to get it all out on the table. I want my marriage and I want to change because I love you. I love you.
He there for his child only.
I love you. You ain't got nothing to do with this. If you don't leave her alone, stop her right
Let
now.
him digest that, okay? And then let him make his choices, but whatever. You work on you. We can't change other people. You work on you first. You hear what I'm saying? We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Next. What happened after the cameras stopped rolling? Updates on today's guests.
You are the fire. Get off my stage.
Stop yelling at the TV screen and come speak your mind in person. For free tickets to The Trisha Show in Stamford, Connecticut, call 203-905-6555 or go to thetrishashow.com. Secrets revealed. Today on Trisha. Welcome back. Now, many of you have asked for updates on the stories that appeared on today's episode. And as always, we wanted to wait right up until this episode was about to air to get you the most factual information. So, here is today's Trisha Airdate update. Since the show, my producers have attempted to reach out to our guests. Well, so far, no response. So, if you know anything, hey, give us a call. We'll be right back.
revealed.
I swear to God,
Today on Trisha.
I want to thank you for joining me. Remember, this show is about real people with real problems and trying to come to some real resolutions. See you again soon. Bye-bye.